girls, children of all ages. My name is Dino. I'm an alcoholic, and welcome to the Social Unacceptable But Sober podcast.
I'm Jonathan. I am also an alcoholic.
Jonathan.
Matt. Alcoholic.
Matt. Tonight, guys, we have a special guest. Our boy over here, Provolone.
My name is Michael. I'm an alcoholic.
Michael. Guys, don't forget to
You don't
follow.
want to wear headphones because he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
Cans. They're called cans.
Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, anniversary dates, so we can holler out and give you a shout out for that. Jonathan is going to tell you guys how to do that on social media.
So we are streaming on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music. We're on iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. We're actually on Pandora. We are on YouTube at Subs Podcast.
I don't know.
Socially Unacceptable But Sober. We're on TikTok, subs.podcast1. We're on Instagram at Subs Podcast. We're on Facebook, all that good stuff, all the goodies.
All the good stuff. We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can't
Like my
not find us.
grandfather used to say, you're all around like dog shit.
That's right. All
That's
around,
right, baby.
everywhere. Burning the grass, destroying it. Cool. Thank you again for any comments, John. How are we looking for comments?
Yes, some good comments here. Let me get some
Any
stuff
bad
up
ones?
here. No, no
like
bad
the
ones.
bad ones.
All right, the most recent is Lewis Cruz. This one time was epic. Another great episode, guys.
What was the one time?
Yours.
Oh, the
The garbage
truck.
The
Garbage truck. Tattoo me 63. You guys make me smile. Period. Knuckleheads.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, another great episode. Willingness to change is the answer to most problems, but not always easy. Matt, love you, but go easy on my boy. Oh, I didn't even read that. Nice.
I love Jonathan. For the record, Mama.
Roy, for me, willingness stems from God-given hope. Keep on keeping on, guys. Alyssa, my favorite image is now picturing Matt on a horse. Please add that to the wall.
On a horse?
On a horse.
Yeah, because
Remember
you
we
would have
was talking
stole
about-
a horse if you had the chance.
yeah.
If you lived in North Salem.
I forgot about that story.
The Other Way, 1639, being sober is a superpower. I like that meditation book called 30 Days to Sobriety and the book Easy Way by Carr. Stay sober.
Nice.
Jason Bishop, this is the dude from up in shout out to Fordo up in the Catskills.
Bordeaux.
I would walk right into Bronx Projects and would walk right in like I own the place. No fear. I had lawn sales for beer. When I was a teen, I used to walk about 13 miles to get cigarettes.
Nice.
That about 5 guys were waiting for me to share with a huge smile and the blackout drunk. Awesome week. Enjoy your weekend, y'all. Manny shouted out, Dino, could you turn around and point out which caricature represents whom?
I sure can.
We did that.
Well, we'll do it
We
again
did like
for
episode
Manny.
2.
So this is Jonathan, obviously, because you can see the
Hairdo.
hair.
Shout
Okay.
out to the hairdo.
This is Matt with the crown,
Because he's the king.
and that's me with the hat,
And the rose stem.
with the rose, the stem, the rose stem. So that's it. Jonathan, Matt, Dino, right there. Okay.
Damn.
Opposite of the way we sit.
Pretty much opposite the way we sit.
Yeah. And that's what we got for the most recent comments on the YouTubes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guys. Again, thank you so much for the comments. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and share. If you need any help, reach out to us. We actually have 2 guys in the room tonight that can actually help you out. Mike, is there something you wanted to say? You wanted to shout something out before we actually got on with this?
Sure. If you need help or someone you know needs help, call the Access Line. That's anywhere in the state of Connecticut. That's 1-800-563-4086. That's 800-563-4086.
And said that legible.
Yeah,
We'll
and that's
get you
slow.
into a detax. We will help you get into residential treatment, and we'll transport you to either one of those places. Connecticut's got a good deal.
Nice,
Being
man.
easier, just call 1-800-563-4086.
And,
right.
and they might, and that'll be along the line down here. I'll post that on there. And they maybe get you? Could they get
On
you?
the phone.
On the phone?
Oh, yeah, they may get me on the
Did you
phone.
see the look?
I was like, what do you mean
He
get
looked like
me?
he
They're not
took
going to
a-
get me, are they?
He looked like he was on
Are they
acid
outside
all
now?
Listen, so here's the deal. Whoever you get, except for 2 employees out of, I think, like 25 or so, everybody's in recovery.
Oh,
So
nice.
whoever you
Nice.
get, they're
They
going to
get
go above and beyond to help you. It's an incredible service. It's an incredible team of people.
Yeah.
So call.
Call. When we say, if you need the help, call us. Get in touch with us. We got a guy. This is the one of them that I talk
One of the
about.
guys. Got a lot of guys.
Mike, this is what you do. This is what you do for a job is answer that phone and try to save people's lives. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the gift God gave me when I
The gift of gab.
came out of my last relapse in 2022. My sober date is May 15th, 2022.
Very
I know what
nice.
I was going to do.
Just celebrated, by the way.
Congratulations, baby.
The best part was when he shared that night, he kind of didn't even fucking
You didn't
let
even say.
anybody know.
I was like, so I'm looking across from him. I'm like, so today is your. He's like, yeah,
That's
it
my way
is.
of pretending I'm humble.
Yeah.
I like that. It's work pretend. That's nice.
you like
That's good.
That's
He's like, somebody in here should figure this out.
Yeah, I think a bunch of people were like,
So you're from Connecticut originally,
Yeah, born in Waterbury, Connecticut.
yeah, you're from the 30?
the dirty baby.
Realize that?
The great industrial metropolis, the brass city, integral in World War II, Waterbury, Connecticut.
Oh my God,
That's the truth, though.
that
How
is.
old are you?
I like that.
I was
Repping
born June
Waterbury
16th, 1962, so I'll be 62 this June 16th.
He looks
Yeah.
good, right?
You look good for 62.
It's all the
It's all the crack I
preservatives.
smoke.
It's all that crack.
That crack. If anybody wants to stay young, just I recommend smoking crack.
No, don't do
I
it.
am-
Don't do
Need
it.
that
Don't
Please,
do it.
I do not recommend that.
If you want to fuck your brain up,
Yeah.
then
Well,
let's recommend it.
well, for the record, I had 10 years clean, so that helps. I went on a relapse after 2022 after I lost my daughter, but having 10 years before that helped. So what you see here is a result of having 10 years.
Right.
recovery.
Yeah. You don't lose it. So
What you see here is the result of 10 years and then a hella relapse. That's what we got here.
hella relapse. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to ask you that question about because Mike and I work together as far as doing step work and stuff like that. We help each other out, and I know a lot of his stories. So that's why I was going to ask you a lot of questions as far as you did have long-term sobriety at 10 years, okay, and you ended up going back out, and that's what I wanted to hear was. Where can you pinpoint the time where you were in recovery, you were going to meetings, you were doing what you were supposed to do, and then can you pinpoint around the time
Absolutely.
and what exactly did you
Absolutely.
stop doing and what did you start doing before you actually the end result picking up a drink and a drug?
Absolutely. And when I was I thought I was gonna tell my story, but I don't have to, which is great because this is really the most important part of the story, and this is an important part of the message. And I'll try to slow down when I talk.
Good job. Good luck.
And this is really you're not gonna hear anything original. You're gonna hear things that everybody said. What happened before you went out. You're gonna hear the same shit. So yes.
Talk into the mic, please.
So talk to the mic.
You like that?
Matt,
I
talk
got to fucking say that.
Matt, talk to the mic.
He's just happy he's able to say it to
I can
somebody
say it
else.
to somebody else, you dirty prick. This guy's being inappropriate.
Sorry, I feel right at home
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
So to clarify this whole thing about those 10 years. To clarify this, so for the first 6 years of those 10 years, I had a program. I went to meetings. I had a sponsor.
In Connecticut?
This was in Bethesda, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, I was down in Maryland at that time. It was 2010. That last run had culminated in me taking a car and getting arrested and being prosecuted in 2 states. And I finally had enough.
Nice.
The consequences of my choices were kind of catching up with me. But in any case, so around year 6, and by
6 of sobriety.
6 of 10, yeah, 6 of 10. By no means are these the reasons I did what I did. In retrospect, they were just excuses. But I had a lot of family issues going on at year 6. My daughter got pregnant at a young age. Her first baby. She was being abused by the boyfriend, and she had another baby. Yes.
How involved are you in actively going to meetings though in year 6?
Yeah, exactly. So this, I'm gonna.
I think he's
just
getting
give me 2 seconds. Yeah. So
I'm used to you being quick, so my fault.
So at this point, I'm pulling away. On year 6, I stopped going. I basically maybe
You just abruptly just
I
stopped.
kind of went to a couple meetings, and then before you know, I just stopped. I'm running my own
it doesn't
show.
take long.
I'm running my own show, and then what's happening now is at that point is I don't realize that my emotional sobriety is going out the window. You know, I might not be using, but I'm starting to make bad decisions.
Right.
And I've got a child now that like
Has a child.
has a child and has another child, and she's having lots of problems. So she becomes my primary purpose. Not like we say in the program, our primary purpose is to stay sober and help another alcoholic. My primary purpose now is to help my daughter and to save her from this dude, and to save her from herself. And I'm playing God. What's happening is I'm becoming her higher power. I'm at that same time I'm losing my relationship with my higher power.
And then say, is it safe to say she became your higher power?
She became my higher power.
Right.
I was playing God, and exactly. And so it you know, I've made a sequence of decisions while all these things were happening to her, from car wrecks to evictions, and they were bad decisions. I became an enabler, and I can say without a doubt, if I had been connected to the program, I would have made better decisions. If I had other fellows to run these decisions by, I made other decisions.
Because
But
when we're alone, we're with an idiot.
we're with an idiot. And there's a tricky part for those of you.
Jonathan.
Yeah, for those. I want to say one thing. For those of you in recovery,
I'm extra special. There's two of me.
for those of you in recovery who have kids, don't feel guilty for the years that you were active. See, that was one of the bad things too, and that was what was happening because I didn't have a program. I was giving her all kinds of latitude. She'd get evicted. I wouldn't talk to her for 2 weeks, and then I'd find her another place and I'd help her out.
Nice.
Because I felt guilty. Like,
Right.
this is my child. She had gone through when I was active. At 14, I stopped. Okay, at 14, that was 2010.
Oh, so all those
when I
years you
stopped.
felt
So,
guilty for.
so I didn't realize that I'm basically
Running on guilt.
I'm running on guilt and shame. And you know what? Just because you're an addict doesn't mean you know what it's like to be on the other side either. Like to be an enabler. You'd think because you're an addict, if you were in that position, you'd have to be an enabler.
right.
But you know what? It's not intuitive. Okay. I wasn't used to being the one getting manipulated. Right.
Let me ask you.
Yo, this word of the day, toilet paper, is killing me. You guys these airplane jokes are going right over my
Manipulated.
head. What is these words you guys are saying?
I didn't hear no word.
Indicative? What? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right,
I bang nails.
So anyhow,
whoa,
so
whoa,
get
I got-
to the
I got
answer.
a question.
Yeah, please. I'm so sorry.
So,
Damn it.
where would you say though in the 6 years that you built, like I feel that you have a strong fellowship in your life today, your connection to other men. Where do you think you were then? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't. I basically pulled away from the program and essentially pulled away from the people that I was interacting with.
But did you have?
I'd call my sponsor. Occasionally, say, "Hey, how's it going?" I said,
in that 6
Let me
years,
be
though?
clear.
"In the last 4 years." Yeah, during the last 4 years. Sorry.
I'm gonna assume based on getting to know you the last couple years, your involvement, your energy into the program. Do you think you had the same energy in that, even in the beginning of that 6 years? Do you think you got involved like you are now?
For the first about 1 year.
Okay.
About 1 year, I was emphatic, enthusiastic, but it's different down there. It's a little, the program. The program's the same everywhere. It's the people. The people aren't as willing to do a lot of things together. I'll tell you, this fellowship here is really strong in Waterbury.
Oh,
in
yeah,
this area.
baby.
We do things together, right? And we call each other on people's shit. For lack of a better word, people are a little too polite.
Too polite.
In
Yeah,
the
I've
rooms
been in that.
in the rooms down there.
Oh, down there.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, I'd fit right in.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
no, bro.
I might be the
They
president.
probably tell you you're in the wrong program.
We never turn away an alcohol except for him.
God bless Bethesda. I do not want to talk down about Bethesda. Okay. Anyhow, so I was pulling away from the program, and there was no program. So those last 4 years there was no program, and one thing happened after another, and then eventually my grandchildren ended up in foster care. I went into a deep depression, and one thing led to another, and my daughter ended up passing away in June 10th, 2020.
How'd she pass away?
She went and did some coke with her $40. She got some coke in a bad neighborhood. There was fentanyl and cocaine, and she died. She left 4 babies behind.
Jesus, man.
Tragic.
And because I had now become pretty much the person I used to be, because this program, it's first and foremost about not drinking or drugging, okay? But this program is about change. It's about emotional sobriety, and you don't change. And let me say something else. That change, that's a work in progress, and that change doesn't happen, and it doesn't stay with you unless you practice it.
Yeah.
And that's why we go to
Ever
meetings.
evolving.
That's why I go to meetings, because I will deprogram. I stay away long enough, I'm gonna get deprogrammed.
We start making.
I'm gonna know what's best for me.
Exactly.
I'm gonna know how to run the show.
come
And
up
on
with-
top of that, I'm
Talked
gonna,
about that last
We
week.
come up with amazing ideas.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell everybody what to do.
Foolproof.
And
As
how
long
to
as
do it.
I keep them to myself, they're
The thing
amazing.
is, you're going to tell everybody what to do, but yet there's nobody around to tell, so you're just going to tell them to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And then execute.
yeah. So,
I'm my biggest fan.
so
Fuck yeah.
So, you
I'll
know,
make some shit happen.
so I went out, and after it was 10 months after she passed, I was hanging by a and you'd think after she died I would have gotten into the program again. You'd think I would have gotten. I didn't do
Reconnect,
anything. As a
yeah.
matter of fact, I didn't go to grief counseling or there. I was just.
Raw dogged it.
I was, and I was running on fumes, and I was suicidal, homicidal, maniacal, whatever. I was
Maniacal.
certifiable.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like
Aren't
I
we
am.
all?
Kind of like I am still.
Mike is certifiable sober as fuck,
Yeah.
but we love him anyway.
Just for the record, and that's the biggest thing. But I'm gonna end with this.
oh,
gonna end with
we're
this.
already
Oh,
ending?
that means never ending.
Yeah. There's the 10-minute countdown starting
You
now.
know, I can, with all my heart, and as I say these words, I'm asking God's help to say this, and I mean that. I'm literally asking Him right now. My daughter gave me the biggest gift in the world. When she died, she gave me the biggest lesson. That lesson came in many forms, but I think the biggest point is cut.
No.
Oh, no.
We
This
got
is wrong.
this. We got
Go
this.
ahead, brother.
Do it. That's it. The biggest point.
She helped me be the man that I am today because I had a choice. I was either going to die and go meet her, or I was going to go on with my life and change. And change meant letting go of everything I knew. Okay? That included feeling responsible for her death, thinking I could have saved her, because I couldn't, and I didn't. And the other thing it taught me, that relapse, is that time doesn't mean shit. That's
right.
That's right. Time does not mean shit. 10 years don't mean shit. Okay? Because if I'm not connected, if I don't have a relationship and an active routine with my higher power, an active routine to stay in this, to be able to remember where I come from, right? Because I can't forget where I come from, because if I do, then I'm good, right? Because I'm good.
Doomed to
'Cause
repeat it.
my brain will tell me I'm good.
Yeah.
If I don't remember all the derelict, crazy shit, my daughter dying is just, that's encapsulated it, right? And this is a human being whose disease probably wasn't even it wasn't nearly where mine had progressed.
Right.
Like, because that was my first reaction was like, how the hell could you take this child away from me, right? I did this for all these years, and at 23 years old, she was
A lot of
taken
guilt. I bet you had a lot
Oh,
of
the guilt. Oh, yeah. But you know what? Okay, that's the other thing the program told me. Guilt is a wasted emotion, and it's self-centered. For me to feel guilty, and that's what happened.
it is
when
self-centered.
And,
Yeah, I like
and
that.
other things that taught me about what a selfish prick I really am.
You could
Let
swear
it fly.
here.
Let it fly.
Okay.
let it fly.
I am.
Yeah, have you met
I'm
penis,
sorry. I'm trying to be polite. Again, I'm from Bethesda.
It's the wrong, it's the wrong podcast.
Listen,
Fucked up.
here.
Shit, fuck.
Don't take this the wrong way, whoever watches this. I got more respect for a person who goes out and says, I want to get high because I'm bored. I just want to get high. I like to get high. Than someone who says, my father died, my mother died, my wife died, my
100%.
daughter died. I'm going on. Because you know what? When push comes to shove, that is the epitome of self-centered. That is the epitome of selfishness. My daughter died. Her mother lost her daughter. Her stepmother lost her daughter. My son lost her sister. His sister. Those grandbabies, they lost their mother, right? But I couldn't feel anybody's pain because my pain was greater than anybody else's.
everybody
because it's all about me. It's all about me. because I'm important, and I and the world revolves around me, but it doesn't.
Right.
You know what? I saw something today, on a video. It was talking about playing the victim, and so
Is
something.
it a podcast?
No, it was just an
About three idiots.
but it just said
Hey,
it's something.
he was talking about
So yeah, it probably was 3 edits.
Anyhow, when something happens, it's a rough day or some shit hits the fan. So what?
Yeah.
You know what? So what?
right.
So what's next?
That's right.
So what's
My boy
next?
right here.
So what's next? So what's fucking next? You know, I want a recovery where I don't attach to any feeling. If it's a really good day, I don't want to get too attached because I know it's going to change. If it's a really bad day, I don't want to get too attached because it's going to change. Yeah. You know,
two shall pass.
there's two shall pass. All these things, right?
Dropping some fire tonight, bro.
It's you guys.
You may or may not remember. I always share. Well, a lot of times, I don't want the highs to be too high, and I don't want the lows to be
Yeah.
too low, man. I'm trying to navigate
Yeah.
through the middle here.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, it's hip to be square.
Circumnavigate the globe.
Cut that out. He does that shit. There's only one in the room. You can't say that kind of shit. No.
So anyway,
No.
so obviously you went off the deep end.
Sorry.
Obviously.
Yeah,
And you were balls to the wall.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of talking. We spent a lot of time together. Balls to the wall, man.
What does that really mean?
Balls.
You know.
Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about
Yeah,
balls
no,
around
no,
John.
no,
He
no,
gets pretty
From
excited.
what I understand, you
Don't
actually.
do it. Don't.
That's funny you ask. John's like, I'll show you a balls to the
From what
wall.
I
Let's-
understand, that's one of your specialty, balls to the ball.
So the day that it happened, that's a very important day. That's a very important day, and I know the story in detail. But just real quick, get to that bottom, bro.
Yeah. So that bottom.
That pain, bro.
So that bottom. So just real quick. So for 12 months, it was hot. I don't really want to say how long that run was, but the run was a long run, and I had some money because I had saved some money because I had some time clean. It's funny when you don't use. By the way, your bank account usually grows to get bigger.
weird how it
Anyhow,
works.
so once I ran out of money, I went right back to the things I used to do before.
That was inappropriate. That was
Yeah, it's
inappropriate.
okay. Take.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Drinking?
Tricking.
Tricking.
So anyhow, so real quick, so I'm spending.
He's still
I'm
doing
spending like a couple months robbing, taking purses. I'm going to incriminate myself, doing dirty dog shit to support my habit. So
Shaking that dirty ass.
The day it all happened, the day that I hit my bottom, and let's hope there's no trapdoors. Not the hope.
That's right, Mike. We get it. I get it.
Yeah, sorry. So I was I had no money. I wanted to get high, and I was doing my routine. I spent 45 minutes in a grocery store looking for the mark to pull a wallet out of a pocketbook or the pocketbook out of the carriage. Because when it came down to it, if I had to take the whole pocketbook, which is usually not the preferable way to do it, I would. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't take another lady's wallet. I couldn't walk around the Giant with my cart filling up groceries, because that's what I do. I walk around and I fill up.
You look like you're shopping.
Settle down, buddy.
It's like JoJo, the idiot circus boy with
ain't
the brand new
easy.
pet.
You guys are pulling the shit out of me here. So anyhow, so I go in and I go back to my car and I'm sitting in the parking lot. It's the middle of summer, and I am, and of course now I'm feeling emotions. I've been high all day. I'm trying. I've been trying to get high, but it's not working. It's a little bit like your last day actually.
A lot of our last days.
Watch the hands. Watch the hands. You're very handsy.
Fuck, sit on your fucking hands. I'm sure you've heard that.
This is like a sad, somber moment, and you guys keep making me laugh.
Yeah, we got to.
It's really hard to deliver it. Anyhow, so I'm bawling. I am bawling profusely. I'm practically screaming. I'm hysterical in the car, and I call my wife, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. Could you come pick me up? Come pick me up and take me to Suburban Hospital. Now, let's take into account, I could drive myself at that point, but I need somebody to love me. I need somebody to comfort me, and I need somebody to make me feel better. And she's like, fuck you. She says, you don't love me. You don't love your son. And I'm like, please. And I turn on some melancholy Pat Metheny jazz music, and I'm bawling and I'm crying and I'm crying. And I am now, I'm losing it. I'm out of my mind. And I'm banging my head against the steering wheel. Nice. And at one point I'm on the floor of the car. Like I'm under the seat. Like I'm like, cause I'm screaming. And I'm like, I don't want people to see me. And it's the middle of the day, people. And I'm moving from the spot. So anyhow, and I say, that's it. I said, I can't take it. And I mean, I'm broken. The pain is too much. And so I turn my car, and I'm in this big complex, and there's this head of buildings in front of me. There's a gated area around this parking lot, but there's the drive-throughs. And I'm just going to go straight to this drive-through, and I'm going to drive right into those buildings. And that's my idea. And
Good one.
And I floor the car. Boom. And this is a long parking lot. This is like a super giant, it's called, and there's like a big plaza, and there's all kinds of stores around. Yeah. And I'm flying through the parking lot, and I look, and I see out of my peripheral vision, I see a lady, she's walking with a baby carriage on the sidewalk coming, and I'm just flying. I'm going to go straight. And all of a sudden, I realize something flashes, and I think, maybe I'm going to kill somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be things. Whether it's in the store that I'm going to run my car into, or whether I was just really not going to do it, who knows? Yeah. Whatever's going through the head, all I know is I came to this getting stopped, got out of my car, sat on the curb. The doors are open in the car. The car's askew near the stop sign. It's just left there, and I'm screaming and crying, and I walk, and I see these two people. One of them is a lady that was loading her groceries, who I drove by, who literally was diving in her car as I was driving by because she was scared shitless. What the hell is going on here? And there's another guy, and he's in scrubs. And so for 14 months, I had every other day, every 3 days, 3 times a week, my family would check in, and they would say, go to Suburban Hospital and check yourself in. Michael, I'd say, I'm checking myself in tomorrow. I'm checking myself in next week. I'm checking myself in Friday. Well, I got to do this for apparently and the kids. I'm going to go in for 2 hours before I smoke crack, and I'm going to go watch one of the kids for 2 hours, and then I'm going to spit and smoke crack for the next 22 hours. And then, so I have something I have to do, right? I got important shit to do because, I'm a crackhead. And
with plans.
And so the short of it is, so I walk up.
The short of it. Sometimes I go every other day. Sometimes I go 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I keep going, saying I'm going to check myself into this place, Suburban Hospital. That's in Bethesda on Old Georgetown Road. And so ironically, I go up to this lady. I apologize to the lady, and I say to the guy who's in scrubs, I said, he said, do you happen to work at Suburban Hospital, do you? He says, yes, I do. And I said, well, I'm in crisis, and I spill my guts to him. I'm crying. My face is beet red. I probably haven't showered in a while. I don't know what I look like. And I said it.
Yeah.
I thought
like $1 million.
I'd let my hair grow.
I would think.
Yeah. Here, I could go.
Maybe a little goatee.
Anyhow, so the short of it is, so the guy says, okay, look, let me call an ambulance for you. I said, no, why can't you just take me down there?
Yeah.
Or follow
put me in your car,
follow
guy.
Me,
Yeah.
Follow me down. I say, follow me down.
Promise
Says,
I won't rob it.
No. So finally, I give in. I say, okay, call the ambulance. And so I'm waiting around. I go and I shut the car doors. I go back to the car. I put the car in the parking space. Now, of course, if there was stuff in the car, I would have probably smoked, and then I wouldn't have felt any of that remorse.
No, yeah, good.
Right? But slowly, the shell is coming down. Slowly, something's happening, and I'm becoming available. And so I'm waiting for the ambulance. But little did I know, before the ambulance can come, the police have to come. So 2 of Montgomery County's finest pull up, and I'm like, bro, what? No, man. I'm going. He said, no, just stay. It's fine. They're fine. I'm like, no.
Did you have wars?
No, but that's my mentality.
No, I get it.
Yeah, it's just my mentality. Anyway, so you know what? Those guys, God bless them. They saved my life. They talked to me. I spilled my guts to them. I told them exactly what I was doing. I'd lost my daughter. I've been out here smoking crack. I'm a mess, blah, blah, blah. Waited for the ambulance to come. Got in the ambulance. The ambulance took me to the psych ward. And I'm...
Why?
Yeah.
Why would they take you to the psych?
Yeah.
Bro, perfectly logical. I don't
Yeah.
that's
That's...
But it's angels, man. It's got angels.
It
man.
is. Yeah, and for those of you who are out in the street, if it gets that bad, just walk in the hospital and tell them you're going to harm yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you need to do that, That's what you need to do. No joke, folks. Okay, if you're in that place,
jokes, folks.
no bets are off. Okay, you're rob and steal from your grandmother, and you're gonna get nervous about checking in the psych ward. Don't do it. But anyhow, so the funny thing about that psych ward thing is so the lady comes. The nurse comes in, the triage nurse, and this is about 2 hours in. I eat my meal. I can barely keep my eyes open now. It had been days before since I'd slept, and she says, there's no beds here, so we don't know where you're gonna go. And I'm like, I'm not signing anything voluntary or voluntary unless I know where I'm gonna go.
Now I'm the boss
So
again.
I'm the boss already.
That's $20.
Yeah. I fall asleep for about 10 hours, and she comes back, and the lady.
There's like I fall asleep about 10 minutes. No, 10 hours.
No, 10
10
hours.
hours.
Probably about 10 hours.
Real
No, seriously, I don't know what it was. But
Days of sleep.
Yeah.
and
Ready
she
to
comes
go.
in and she says we signed you in involuntary status, which
Perfect.
means you can't check yourself in within
y'all
3 days, which actually saved my ass.
Yeah, man.
Because then I got transferred to Shady Grove, where I didn't want to go. When I got in the ambulance, I told they were going to take me to this one hospital.
I love the details. So detailed.
Sorry.
He's dude. Detail. This is detail king right here.
Detail.
They were going to take me to Shady Grove in the hospital. Sorry. Okay, I'll finish up with
What color was the ambulance?
Dude, don't even fuck around. He'll tell you, dude.
And the license plate number. Keep it moving.
Yeah, they weren't very. Ambulance guys don't really like addicts who call the ambulance to get off the street, but that's okay. I'd encountered that before. I was nice as pie to them, except. So they told me when I got in the hospital that we got in the ambulance, they're going to take me to Shady Grove Hospital. I didn't want to go to Shady Grove.
I
'cause
don't like that name, dude, at all.
No, but I wanted to go.
I'm not going there.
But see, I wanted to go to Suburban Hospital because I had been to Suburban.
Shady.
I'm sorry. I keep talking over you guys.
Yeah, whatever. I just talked
No,
about
we
it.
do this constantly.
Yeah.
We are constantly. Just ask Manny.
Yeah. There's a moment that we interrupt each other.
Sorry to
That's what you
interrupt.
need.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
I'm a big interrupter.
Yeah.
So you end up going to Shady Grove. How long did you stay there?
So I had to stay there for. So I got there on I don't know, it was like a Friday, whatever. It was. So I had to stay there for 4 days.
the detox, right? It was kind of a detox.
Yeah, it's a psych ward detox.
I love this. I fucking love this.
I'm gonna just talk into the mic like this so they can hear them.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so
I'll fix it.
Come closer, that for you.
leave me alone. Let me finish the story, for Christ's sake. God, I can't get a word in edgewise with these guys.
Nah, it's hard.
So I'm in on involuntary status, right? And I got to go over a weekend, and then I got to wait to see the psychiatrist at least 2 or 3 times before they'll put you on voluntary status, so you can expedite the thing. But as it turns out,
And then leave.
Yeah.
exactly. But
Fuck out.
it shit saved my ass, and here's why it saved my ass, peeps.
Oh, no. You didn't say that.
He did. That's all right. Keep
I
going.
fucking hate that word.
Peeps.
Peeps, you know those things on Halloween you get?
No,
You-
it's Easter.
You dumb fuck.
Even the Jew knows.
Even a Jew knows. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Christ.
Holy Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna fast forward you. Go ahead.
yeah. So I had to stay 7 days, and on like day 3 I called High Watch to try to get in the High Watch.
Watch,
Yeah, I called High Watch one last time. My mom said one last time we're gonna do this.
How many times you been to High Watch?
Jesus Christ, man.
9 times. 9 times.
Die.
Oh my God. You could buy a house with that.
Remember in the rooms. Remember they say it takes what it takes. Don't hold it against me. It takes what it takes. Don't hold it against me. Okay. And I went to
usually says that it takes what it takes. People that go somewhere 9 times.
yeah. And what's the problem with that?
I remember Greg Street said to me, "Again? Are you again?" I'm like, "Yeah, me again."
Takes what it takes.
Anyhow, so they rejected me. They rejected me at High Watch because they.
Thank God.
No, because 3 months before that, this is May. So during sometime around the holiday, they had somebody committed suicide at High Watch, and because I had checked myself in under on harm myself
Yeah. Yeah.
on my record says suicide.
Yeah, they're not going to
Right,
take
so
you
they
there.
wouldn't let me in there.
Yeah.
So now I'm like freaking out, like where I'm gonna go, blah blah blah. So I make a call. I call Robbie up there, who knows me well, and then I talk to Megan, who's another friend of mine.
First name basis. Whatever.
Yeah, throwing names out
When
there.
you go 9 times, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got another story, but we don't have enough time for all my stories. So so I call him and I say, listen, I'm not suicidal. I had, whatever. And so Robbie, they get on, they say, we'll call you in a day or two. It's my last day. Okay. I'm about to get discharged and I'm like, and they know where I am. So they call the desk and I get the message. High Watch accepted you.
Wow.
That's not odd, buddy.
No, it's not. So,
Not odd.
So
It's God.
that's how it happened. And I do strongly believe that, God made the pain great enough for me that day. That pain that had me at the bottom on the floorboards of my car crying underneath the steering wheel. That guy who wanted to drive his car into a set of buildings. And then the guy who actually went up and apologized to the lady, and there was a person standing there associated with the hospital that I needed to go to anyhow. That's not coincidence. So, call it what you want, but that's not divine intervention. I don't know what it is. So that's my story.
No, I got a question.
Nice.
So now you get it. How long do you think it took? You start the new. What the fuck? Look at what you did.
Don't touch it. I'll fix it later.
What the fuck?
It's like a limp.
The band, the elastic
You
band
did that.
fell out of it.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, he was
I
holding
play
it.
with it too much.
We threw the thing on
ask
the
your question.
floor.
I play with it too much.
This thing went on the floor. This fucking thing didn't happen. I do.
You broke my mic?
So you get involved. You're back on track on the beginning of the track.
Okay.
You go back to the High Watch. You're getting accepted. You're gonna start. Now you're starting the journey over. I know for me, every time I got involved in a place, I'm playing games with the place. How long do you think it took you to really begin to lock into the idea that you could get back on track to work on the sobriety?
Like, be authentic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't. It would be. It'd probably be less than humble and self-centered of me to say, was I authentic right from the get-go?
Right.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one thing, though.
ahead.
I'm going to tell you this one thing.
Tell me what
There's
this.
plenty of times in all those years, because, I routinely put like 6 months, a year together, and then would go back out and go into rehab, and I bullshit my way through, or, find some other way to keep myself amused for the rehab, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And, sorry,
Here we go.
Yeah, one thing.
We all know what you mean when you do this.
Yeah, sorry. Anyhow. Yeah, okay. I better stop now. Anyhow, before I.
Get to the question.
Yeah.
So,
the one thing.
Nothing but the
One
facts,
thing.
man.
It's one thing.
Yeah. The whole truth.
Since I had that time, and this run was so hellacious, and the pain was so severe from losing my child, you would have thought I was going away to the Caribbean when my cousin drove me up the hill to High Watch.
Talk about
dude,
gratitude.
I was like, I could breathe for the first time in 14 months.
Freedom.
I
Felt the freedom.
dude. So was I a little
Motherfucker,
was my
don't
ego
touch
in
that
play?
mic. You
Sure,
son of a bitch.
Sure, my ego was in play, right? Because you walk into a rehab, you got 60 people you don't know, and you buck up a little bit, and then I'm like Mr. Good Time High Watch because I've been there 9 times.
You're like, hey, where's my room?
I
Is the
had plenty
coffee ready?
But I had plenty of counselors. Shout out to Matt Hughes. Shout out to Mike, the milieu. You guys who escorted me off after after 50 days.
Matt. Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Shout out to all those folks who quickly, and to my therapist who who quickly humbled me, because answer your question. One of the things
I really-
they had a killer therapist up there, okay? Because when I'd gone there in years prior, they didn't have any of that.
Are we gonna get to the answer to the question?
Yeah, what was the one
It was
thing?
right away.
It was pretty right away.
Okay, so-
but within week 2, after telling
We got derailed.
about week 2,
Yeah.
I knew I was home.
Yeah, man.
I knew I was starting to live home again.
Did you stop playing games in the program?
Yeah, I think I did.
Follow the rules?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
so-
deviating.
Like one of the things that we've been talking about the last couple weeks is that you showed up ready.
Yeah.
You finally showed up ready.
Yeah.
And
the
willing.
10 years, that was a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Fair to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because I know for me, like I always talk about my grandfather when he died, I was the last face he saw. Only because I was able to be a sober man and to be there. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have been robbing his house.
Right.
And I don't say that proudly.
Proudly, right.
I make no qualms about it. I would have robbed the shit out of that house because nobody was around.
Yeah.
throughout the house. Man.
But I was allowed to be responsible. I was allowed to be dependable.
Yeah.
I was able to show up based on this life.
Yeah.
The making the changes that you're talking about. All those horrific things you had to go through were absolutely necessary.
Absolutely.
Essential. Quintessential.
Yep, and that's
You got a good life today, buddy.
oh, I have a life beyond my wildest
That's right.
dreams. I really do.
The other night, right, I walk up to him. I said, "How you doing?" What did you say?
Okay.
Okay, not bad. I said, that's it. That's all you got? And he went into this whole,
yeah.
I got the best life ever. And that's the shit I want to hear.
Yeah.
That, because, and that goes, we always talk about the negative self-talk.
Right.
We get so used to talking like, yeah, it's okay. Like, you don't want to be proud of it. You're almost like, you know what, man, I don't want to talk
You don't
want
wanna
to
jinx it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Did
I was
you
off
see
in left.
this motherfucker?
I was off
Yeah.
in
He's
left
stroking
field.
out like I did last week.
What the fuck?
I happened to catch
I-
last week's episode
I
when I
did
was
not.
counting to 12.
I did not.
He couldn't do it.
Dude, I stroked out at 10, bro.
Yeah.
I was
be
like 1,
honest,
2,
I
3,
was
4,
out
5,
in
6, 7, 8 to
left field over here.
What's going on with me?
I could feel Matt's eyes turn to me, and I was like, yeah. Yeah. You know, like,
You know, just to not, and not to say that you're not proud of where you're at in your life, but it's one of those habits that I
Right.
I know
Yeah,
that I exercised for a long time. How you doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
bad.
Well, yeah, could be better. Could be better. I'm living the best life I've ever had, but
Yeah.
I got the balls to say could be better.
But I didn't say it could be better.
No, I'm not
but,
saying.
But you know,
But what I'm saying though is,
Yeah.
is today.
what are you saying, Matt? What exactly are you saying?
Is that
No.
today you got the gratitude in your life.
Yeah.
And so when someone hits you with a question like that, let the gratitude express the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. And I.
So,
Yeah.
let it flow.
Jonathan's trying to be part of, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he feels a little left out tonight.
Yeah.
That's right, John, because,
sorry.
listen, Mike, I really appreciate you coming on the show, man, because you mean a lot to me, bro. I love you,
honor.
man. You know what I
Love you
mean?
too. I love all you
This
guys.
guy's helped me out. We help each other out. That's how this whole thing works is one person helping out another person. Thank God we ain't both sick at the same time.
Yeah.
'cause
oh, I'd love
we'd be
I would
locked
love
up.
to see that on a TV show.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, they got a TV show called Cops. That's
I
the show.
could never
I used to
watch
work
that.
with a guy, right?
Never
This
watched
motherfucker, every morning I come into work, he would sing, bad boys, what you gonna do? Every morning I had to hear that shit. I'm nursing a hangover, or my eyeballs are still this big because I ain't slept yet,
Oh, God.
and I gotta hear this motherfucker.
I hate
Yeah.
that song. So yeah, we'd be on Cops. So this has been a great episode so far. But don't worry, John. There's plenty of time for you because tonight is your one time, bro, as well as Mike's. So this is the segment of the show. Again, thank you for coming on, brother.
Yeah, thank
you
you,
can
Mike.
actually
My
check this
honor.
guy out
Thank
on
you for asking
YouTube as
me.
well. He got some
Yeah.
guitar
This
stuff.
guy actually has skills.
Skills like a motherfucker, bro. He could play it. Forget it. You just got to look at him.
Yeah. Found
Yeah,
it.
amazing.
You know what your YouTube handle is?
Yeah, Mike.
Shout it out.
Pavone.
That's it.
That's
Provolone. Mike
The original.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not provolone. It's pavlone.
Could be
Pavone.
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 pillow hands.
Pillow hands.
I know. I should.
Because he shows up with these mitts.
He's like he's a fucking what was that movie where they're fucking cleaning chimneys and shit? That old movie.
Oh, the guy.
Mary Poppins?
No.
Maybe. Anyway, these fucking
Poppins
guys
had
are
chimney
walking
sweeps.
around. They got fingerless gloves on. They got the
Yo,
top hats.
but you ever pay attention to a musician? They do that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever their bread and butter is,
Yeah,
but you
bro.
don't shake hands real hard.
That's the.
I
That's
know
a
all
dumb.
about it. And now, tell the truth. Have I not given you the respect?
He's
you
one
told
of-
me one time.
One time, and he's the only guy that I can like confidently shake his hand and
He
walk
knows I won't do it.
Yeah.
He told me the first time I shook his hand, he's like, "Oh my hand."
Hey, buddy.
my hands.
Hey,
I thought it was funny at first,
fucking expensive
but I
handwriting.
respected it. I respected it.
But those gloves
Thank
don't
you.
make sense from a guy that suffers with fucking cold hands. They have no
That's true.
fingertips.
That's true.
They don't make
They're
sense.
really meant. Just meant for the fall.
glove.
They're fall gloves. Yeah, I know. I just wore them.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring
Okay.
it back. All right, guys.
Pillow
Don't
hands.
forget, follow, like, subscribe, and share. So we're gonna end the show tonight with the 2 one-time bro segments. Okay, tonight is Mike's, and then Jonathan's going to take us out with his one time, bro.
Is that?
Mike, the one time, bro, is a segment of the show where we pick a story in our life, like a war story, something that we did that was crazy, that we're not 100% proud of. We talk about it, we laugh a little bit about it.
Side note, it don't have to be negative.
Yeah, it could be good.
It could be a
yeah,
positive.
oh, yeah.
one. It could be a
I always
positive.
gonna
one.
give
Lori.
give a shout out to my girl Lori.
Yeah, she gave us a sober
So
one time.
Yeah, it was good.
One time, I loved it.
Yeah.
So anyway, what do you got? One time, bro. You
And
got
no, no,
5
no.
to 7
Start
minutes.
right.
Yeah.
Start it right.
How's that? What's
Let's
the
do it.
No, don't
Let's
say-
see
don't
what
say it.
happens.
Don't
Let's see
say
what
it.
happens.
Don't say it.
Go ahead.
Just start it off. It's a segment. Go ahead.
One time, bro.
I should slap.
Is it one time, bro, or this one time?
If
bro?
you're telling a story, are you gonna say one time, or are you gonna say, Mike, this one time?
So let's put it out. You
Yeah.
guys, you let us know what it's going to be.
I'll chop this up. This is a short going out right now. Is it one time, bro, or is it this one time?
Anybody?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't let Matt bully you.
No,
Don't
no,
let
no,
him
no.
bully you.
Yeah, but the truth of the matter is that
One
it
time.
started from the movie.
Okay.
This whole joke started from the movie.
No,
These
dude.
are good.
That little bitch said this one time I shoved the flute up my in band camp. It all started with the word "this." That's all I'm saying.
Okay. This one
I rest
time.
my case.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. This one time, I was in my parents' house. I was getting ready to go to the Phoenix house the next day, and I ended up there because I'm sure I'd been kicked out of wherever I was living prior, because that's usually the only time I ended up at my parents' house. And they said, okay, stay in the basement till we're ready to go. That's it. Don't come up out of the basement. Well, little do they know, I have a couple of traveler's checks that I had taken from my dad. Like,
Yeah.
bored.
Gotta
I just
repay that.
bored. Yeah, I owe you. I probably wasn't. I probably broke into the house and took them prior to that. And anyhow, so I I'm down in the basement for a couple hours, and I call the guy here in Waterbury, and I tell him I got a couple of travelers checks. Can you come meet me at the top of the street? So I told my parents. I said I'm going up to the gas station and walking up to get a pack of cigarettes, and goes up, meets me. I take care of my business, and I come back. Stay in the basement, no problem.
Like they're doing something bad to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be
Yeah,
downstairs.
but of course I'm like, stay in the basement. Yes, and don't you come down either because I got some.
I'll stay down here. You stay up there.
Yeah, all set. So it's 8 o'clock at night. So I'm smoking all night long down in the basement. And then my mom, and I, and then I'm listening, and of course I'm like, as the hours are passing, I'm waiting for that, that sound where I hear footsteps.
Oh, yeah.
And it's ending, and I know it's going to end. And so anyhow, my mom comes down, she opens the door, and she's like, and the room is full of smoke. I've been smoking cigarettes, smoking crack for 10 hours straight.
In the
And
house.
she starts gagging. I think she's got to throw up. The look on her face of disgust.
Yeah.
My poor mother, she's been through such hell. She is an angel in heaven. My mother has,
She's also a viewer.
yes.
Nice.
Well, she's not an angel in heaven.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sorry.
From heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
From
thank you.
heaven.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
I was like, that threw me for a loop.
No,
don't
I
remember
appreciate
saying
that correction.
that.
She's an angel on earth.
All right.
An angel on earth. One of the many angels I have in my corner.
Shout out to Mama Mike on Earth.
Yeah. Mama Mike. Provolone.
Anyhow, so I've got stuff left, right? So, of course, I'm panicking. What am I going to do here? So I figure I got to get myself rigged up. So I put the stem in one pocket and the lighter, right? And I make sure you got that stem wrapped in paper towels because you don't want it to break with the lighter, but you don't want it to be in the pocket with the stuff. So I take the stuff, I take what I have out of the package and I put it in my pocket, just right in my pocket to make it easy.
All loose.
All loose, right? And that,
That's why loosey goosey? What you talk about your containers and all your things.
but this is different. This is a different era. This is a different era. And I got to be able to access this stuff quick because I'm driving. My parents are about to take me to New York City, okay? So we get on Route 8, hit the Merritt. I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. I hit the mobile station, boom, in the stall, boom, come out looking bug-eyed, but nobody knows. So we're going down, we're traveling down. And if you're a crackhead, you know one thing. If you got anything on you, you're going to keep touching it.
You got to make sure it's there.
Because you got to make sure it's there.
Sure don't
You know,
disappear.
that's how I know when people are using it. Like, they're always like,
Yeah. Touching themselves.
You know the worst? I used to wear the cargo shorts.
oh, yeah. And you,
All the
too many
pockets.
pockets.
Can't find them.
Oh, make yourself crazy. You're tweaked out before you find it.
Yeah.
You're having a nervous breakdown. I get it.
Going out of the pocket.
What kind of cargo you carrying?
Absolutely. So anyhow, so we make a
Kind of
couple
freight
more
you got?
stops. And we finally get to Columbus Circle where the Phoenix House is on 72nd or something, or I forget where it is.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Anyhow,
New York.
So, now we're getting ready to go in, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom again. Like, well, go to the bathroom inside, and I see this pizza joint right here, and I'm like, no, I really gotta go, and I take off, and I do another hit, and I come out, and of course now I'm getting a nervous wreck because like I didn't finish it.
Yeah,
I
still
didn't
got it.
finish it. I still got stuff in my
How much
pocket.
more you have left?
I don't know. Like I got a pile of stuff, but
Jesus,
But
that's
now
a
I think I got like a pile like this. I'm not
$12 with the shit.
Yeah, it's good.
enough to last me another hour maybe or something.
You had it all night, though.
Dude, the way it is.
time.
I'm a wimp.
You
What can I?
just disrespected.
I know I'm
crackheads right
disrespecting
now.
all crackheads in the universe. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Really, my apologies to all you active crackheads. Anyhow, so finally I get in the Phoenix House, and I sit down, and I'm in a chair like this, and there's a guy in front of a desk, and he's, what's your name? But takes all the information, social security number, and tells me about premises, and do you have any drugs on you? Do you have any drugs on you? And I said, yeah, yes, I do, and and I take out the paraphernalia and I put that, and then I go to,
Take on the crack.
do my crack, but I'm sure he's expecting me to hand him a package or something, contain nice little neat little thing, just hand it over and say, but it's all crumbs in my pocket. And now I've been touching it the whole time, so it's just broken down. So I get up and I stand right at the desk. I smash it to shit. It was, and I just take my pocket, pull it out, inside out, boom. And all over his desk, literally, it was all over the papers, all over. It's everywhere. It's like a shower of crack. Like if you ever, if you ever want to see crack like rain from the heavens, well, this is kind of what happened.
I've always wanted to see
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
it kind of happened for this guy. He kind of like jumps out of his seat and he just looked at me. He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, really."
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you definitely belong here.
So that was it. And that's my one-time bro. Like, and I don't remember how long I stayed in the Phoenix House, but I do not think I completed that program. They probably were okay with that too. They kind of figured right off from the get-go, this guy's a little off his rocker. Yeah.
He's
so
got some more crack smoke left.
One time, the one time Mike gave counselor a crack shower.
yeah.
All right, Mike, that was a good one time, man.
Making it rain. Cracks.
Mike Provolone's one time, bro. All right, now we have the next one time sponsored by none other than ours truly,
Chop. Juanito. One time, bro.
Johnny Light.
That's right. Johnny Rocket, Johnny Rotten, Johnny Appleseed. So one time, one time I was, I used to bridge the gaps between my dope use with benzos or Xanax, and so I didn't think I was gonna cop this one time, and so I loaded up on the Xanax, and then the guy came through, so I hop in my pop's car. He lent me the old Saab convertible, and we went down. I went down to White Plains.
You and everybody else in your brain.
Yeah, me and everybody, the
The whole committee, yeah.
the committee.
me, myself, and I.
And we pick up, and I get it, and I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna do it right there. Well, I am dumb because I've done that. But I get back on the car and I'm heading down 684, heading north on 684, and I do my shit, and I can feel the nod coming on. I can feel it like really getting heavy. And for some reason, like I passed my exit, and I just veer the car right off to the side of the road and park it. And that's when I fell out. And lo and behold, cops found me. They either called emergency services or they brought me to Putnam Hospital themselves, and I got, Narcan and revived and all that good stuff. And I pop out and I'm ready to go. I'm calling mom. Yep, we're good. I'm good. Thank you. And they just
Where's the discharge papers? Oh, like butter around here.
don't worry about it, bro. And so I call up the mom to come pick me up. They're not happy because lo and behold, while I was on a nod, the car was sitting on the side of 684. Thank God it was empty. God working in my life, because somebody veered off the side of the road and smashed into the Saab and just fucking totaled that mother trucker. So I get home. It's a disaster. Things are crazy. Dad is obviously irate with me because, he finds out another car is done.
murderer.
Murderer.
There are too many cars to even keep
Yeah,
up with.
but God saved my ass, and that was not the only time. So that was the one time that I fell out on the side of 684 and lived to tell a story, man.
Nice.
Yeah, bro.
That is good, man.
God is good.
All right, guys.
Time.
Oh, what are you licking your eyebrows?
thank you for guys. Thank you for your one time again. Like, thank you, Mike. Mike has already signed his autograph and sobriety
He
date.
wrote the wrong date.
Yeah, we fixed it.
Cracked. A lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Again, guys, don't forget to subscribe, follow, share, like, and all that good
shit.
stuff.
Looks like it says Mike Pavme.
Have me. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, because it's O-N-E. Yeah, have
oh,
me.
I mean, but it looks like P-A-V-M-E.
No, just leave it. It's fine.
Follow,
You're gonna recognize.
like, subscribe, share, suggestions, anniversary dates, comments. We love them. Keep them coming.
Good or bad.
And the only thing I have left to say is thank you for being a friend.
Thank you.